Okay guys, so hi, welcome to the first video. Now this video, this is the whole basis for what you're going to do going forward here, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to define your mountain, come up with the skills that you need, find out what those are, find out basically which niche you're going to be in, which personality you're going to have, and how you're going to run with this whole thing, guys, okay? That's what we're going to work out now, okay? So what you need to do is you need to define your mountain and then climb it and then become king of it. Okay, that's what we're going to do here. All right, you're going to become an expert. All right, even if you're not now, don't worry about it. The only way, we are in affiliate marketing here. Okay, don't get me wrong, guys. However, the only way that one can get to the top of his game, and guys, this course is First Million Academy. Okay, so we're looking to make we're not looking to make $10,000. We're not looking to make $20,000. We're looking to get you as quick as possible to your first $1 million in sales. All right, that can only happen. You can't do that by hiding behind a company name or hiding behind affiliates names. So for example, if you're promoting a product as an affiliate for somebody, you can't really hide behind that, guys. People are only going to open your emails and they're only going to click on your ads if you're perceived as an expert yourself. All right, you're making, although you're an affiliate marketer, what you're doing is you're making recommendations. So that's all you are. You're recommending products that will work. All right, and by doing things this way as well, number one, you will get the respect, which will lead to high open rates on the emails you send out. It'll lead to high conversions. It'll lead to high click-through rates on your ads because you're an expert. But number two, it also leaves the door open to go on and start, you could decide that you want to create your own product through the knowledge that you have. So it leaves the door open for that as well, guys, okay? So the first thing that you really need to start thinking about is, what is your mountain? So you've got 3 sections here, guys, okay? Now, over here, and this is probably the most important section. Sorry about the handwriting, guys, but you get the picture. Skills, okay? So draw this out, okay? Draw it out on a document like I am doing now, or just pen and paper. Just draw it out, and under there, I want you to list as many skills as you can. Now, what you're doing here, guys, you need to dig deep. So the chances are you already know what you're planning to do in terms of who your audience is going to be and who you're going to help and how you're going to do that. The chances are you already have that in mind, because it's unlikely that you would have invested in a course such as First Million Academy if you hadn't. So you are in a position where you probably already know what you're going to try and achieve, and who you're going to try and market to. That's great. So just list the top skills that you have. So for example, if your niche is the internet marketing niche and the make money online niche, I hate that term, make money online, but if you're in the online marketing niche, you need to list the top 3 skills that you might be an expert at getting traffic, you might be an expert at conversion, you might be an expert at product creation, something along those lines. You need to define that mountain there and then. What are you better than everyone else at? And if you're not at the moment, don't worry. Okay, don't worry, but pick one of these 3 skills. So I want you to make a list, but I want you to come up with the top 3. Okay, so brainstorm a long list, come up with top 3 skills. Which 1 or 2 of those are you wanting to take further and become the go-to guy, the authority in the niche for those skills? Okay, so as an example, myself, I deal with traffic and conversion. All right, that's what my skills always were, and that's how I started out. I taught people how to get the cheapest possible traffic that converted the highest, through conversion tactics on landing pages and in copywriting as well. Over time, I've kind of broadened my horizons because I keep adding new strings to my bow as the years go on. But at the moment, you need to come up with a few skills that you want to run with, and you want to become the expert with those skills. You want to be known as the guy who's better than everyone else at those specific things, okay? Now, over here, you need to look at market needs. Okay. So over here, what we're looking at here, guys, excuse me, what we're looking at here, guys, is, for example, we'll stick with the make money online, the online marketing niche, because that's where I started, and that's for the majority, that's where my students tend to make the money. They become experts at teaching other people how to build a business, basically. All right, but we'll stick with that for now. So you need to find out that which needs crop up within this market. Okay, so you need to visit forums. Okay, you need to come up with competitors. So for what you want to do, so, or in this market, okay, in this market, which 3 authority figures are there, and what you need to do with that is you need to visit their blog, you need to visit the Facebook page, and you really need to start digging deep. You need to look at comments, guys. You need to look at what people are asking. What do they continuously post about? Because, for example, if you follow someone like Frank Kern, if you visit his blog or if you visit his Facebook page, the content he's putting out, or if you see an ad from Frank Kern, if he's got a lead magnet that's running, you need to kind of realize that he's spending millions of pounds on the research. You know, he is top of the tree. He is spending the money finding out the market needs for you. So what you need to do is you need to find out, you know, what's he putting a course out on. If he is, then that's because there's a big need for it in the market. Okay, what you need to do is you need to find out all of the needs, all of the major needs and the major desires and the major problems that people are facing in this market, and you need to satisfy 80% of them. Okay, because 80% of the market will be struggling with 20% of the problems. And that's a fact, guys. That's the 80-20 rule in perfect motion where it relates to different markets. So 80% of the entire audience in that market will be struggling with only 20% of the possible problems they could be. Okay, so that means there's prevalent problems overriding the marketplace, which you need to find out. You need to find out what's happening with them. You know, why do they have this need? Is no one filling it? You know, this is the type of thing you need to dig deep on, guys. You need to find out the needs. So just come up with 3 needs, all right? So 1, 2, 3. Now, okay, guys, down here, what you need to be looking at is scalability, okay? So, what you need to look at skills, and you need to look at market needs, okay? Now, pick the skill which you want to run with, or pick a couple of skills which you want to run with, you want to be known as the expert. You need to find out if those skills can match the market needs from over here, okay? So, can this problem that's been presented over here, can you fix it with one of these skills? So for example, if one of the market needs over here is I have a 10% conversion rate on an opt-in page, you know, I'm losing money sending traffic because my opt-in page isn't converting anywhere near what it should be. Do you have a skill, or do you have the knowledge? So guys, when we talk about skills here, it's skills/knowledge. Do you have the skills or knowledge that would fix that issue? So could you effectively teach someone how to increase the conversions on their opt-in page? Can you do that? Is that one of your skills? If it's not, is it something that you want to develop? So pick one of your skills, or the skills that you want to go with, and can it satisfy the market needs? Okay, can it satisfy a problem? All right, if a big problem that's cropping up again and again and again is, you know, my cost per click on my Facebook ads is too high, I don't know how to get it any lower, and because of this I'm not making a profit. Do you have the skills and knowledge to optimize the Facebook ads, get the cost per click down, and also increase conversions on the back end to just try and offset the cost per click as well? Do you have that knowledge? Okay, that's what you need to look at, guys. Now, when you've got the skills that can fill the market needs, you need to find out, are they scalable? And what I mean by that is, if it's, what happens, especially in the online marketing niche, okay, you have trends. So trends will pop up very, very often, okay? And to be honest, 80% of them will die away and they'll die down, all right? Now, some of them will stay. So for example, I mean, in direct marketing, Facebook has, you know, that was a trend, you know, Facebook ads, that was a trend. It started off as a trend. Now it's a foundational core of the, you know, of marketing for direct response marketers, all right? It's here to stay. And it's not only is it here to stay, it's kind of took over the entire process of, you know, I don't know a more effective way to target anyone who's anywhere near as suited to see the advertisement you want to put in front of them as you can with Facebook ads. You know, these guys have got it down to a T, okay? They, you know, the capabilities of the platform, the targeting options, the testing, everything is there, much more effectively than what it used to be, okay? That never used to be the case with other forms of direct response marketing. So Facebook's here to stay, all right? But there is some sort of, you know, there is certain sort of trends that will pop up. Now, if one of your market needs is a trend that'll last 3 months, 4 months. So for example, if you visit the Warrior Forum, now I don't advise that, guys. I tell you to stay away from that place, okay? That can be a very poisonous pit, okay? So try and stay away from there. However, what you'll find by visiting blogs in your niche, you'll find out the problems. Now, problems, especially on the Warrior Forum, will flare up and it'll seem to you as if 80% of this entire market is concerned with 1, 2, or 3 problems. All right, so exactly what we're looking for. However, they can be trends. All right, so you need to look beyond that. You need to look beyond that. So you need to look at problems that are consistent for a year onwards. All right, you need to find the problems that are consistently asked by newbies coming into the market, wanting to learn what to do. What questions do those newbies ask straight away? And when they get to the next level, they get to the intermediate level. What problems do the intermediate, you know, we're talking default problems here, guys. We're not talking trends, all right? What are the core foundational problems that each stage of, you know, of an audience? So if you have a newbie, what problems does he face by default? If you have an intermediate guy who's made the step up, you know, he's learned everything that a newbie knows. He's beyond that. He's a little bit more advanced. Which problems does he then have? All right. Now, it's kind of like an avatar. Each stage has an avatar. All right. They all run into the same issues and they'll ask the same questions. All right. So this isn't a trending issue. It's not a trending issue. All right. It's not something that'll fade away and disappear. You know, when that specific issue or that specific tool or that specific, you know, there could be a question on an author. It could be a question on, you know, a certain different type of marketing that just came into play. You know, if it's only been around for 2, sort of 3 months, you need to look a little bit deeper than that, guys. Look across the board for the last sort of year and find out which issues at each different stage of someone's development crop up. All right. Now that is scalability, because you know that those problems will continue to pop up. All right. And if you're the expert at answering those issues over here with those skills here, you know they're scalable because they've been there throughout, you know, modern times. You know, they've been there for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and the same questions and the same problems get asked again and again and again. Okay, so then you know it's scalable. All right. So out of the market needs, you need to pick one. You need to pick one. Okay, you need to pick one, guys. You need to find out which is the most scalable. All right, which one's there? Which one has been there the longest time? Which one, you know, is just such a prevalent problem that every single person during their development in your niche has to find out about, has to learn about, has to overcome. That's scalability, guys. Okay. Now, if you just bear with me. So what we're looking for here, guys. Yeah, I'll go with pink. Why not? There will be an overlap, guys. All right, there'll be an overlap. So when you find out all these metrics, you know, if you go through this exact process, all right, you go through this exact process, all right, it's not hard. Everyone kind of shies away from doing stuff like this, but it's not hard, guys. It's not hard. It can be quite fun. It can be quite fun because what will happen is in the end, there'll be one thing there. right? There'll be one thing there, and that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to become an expert at that, okay? You're going to become better than everyone else at that, all right? And that's what you're going to, even if you're not now, you won't be now. As long as you have a certain bit of knowledge and a skill surrounding it already, and you're not a complete newbie and you haven't even touched on it before, as long as the market continuously meets this problem and has to overcome this problem, if your skills can meet that problem and overcome that problem and give someone the knowledge to overcome that problem, and it's scalable, you want to win it, guys. You want to win it, and it's so simple. You know, it's so simple. So go through this, do this exact process, define your mountain, find out what it is, and that's what we're going to work on. That's what we're going to build on. That's what you're going to become an expert on. Okay? See you in the next video.